Blame Granada. When do we sing it? The clever things that you see in chat. He's doing good. Hell, he's almost done here, but there's more to see. I need to know about the coastlines all around the place. These sieges are not going my way at all. Thriving merchant community in Jojo, you say? Aragon's trying to take back their province, understandably. But I have other ideas. Is this a good use? No, I'm going to need this admin for coring when I wipe off Castile. And I'm going to wipe off Castile. There we go. I wouldn't mind the money as well, but I doubt I'll have the war score for it, because they still have colonies elsewhere. And they have the knights involved. But the knights, I could probably ram raid out of the war, so... The problem is all these other wars that are happening right now. Jeez, this is insane, these rolls and the sieges. Promising land in Goba Brox. Are you having a joke? Promising with its 4 development Arctic severe winter. I don't know what's in Shadow's eyes there. Nothing but madness. There we go, it's down. It's time to start hauling ass on these battles. Russia just rivaled me. Why? I'm fighting all of Europe for you. Why am I so unpopular? All I did was deconquista within 100 years. The province of Marmia has slipped outside of our control. That means we can't ship people off anymore. That's painful. This is also quite painful. I'm going to put Elkhorn over here in the hopes that that will work out, but there we go. They're still Catalan, but that's... Oh my days. The Italians causing me a lot of grief with my cultural enrichment. That's what happens when you can't defend them. Let's get slaughtering though. At least they didn't seize or burn the colony, for now. Oh my, you're going there? Well, don't mind if I go there as well. Lambs to the goddamn slaughter. What about over here? Yeah, I won, sure, but can it really be called winning? I wasn't able to get out in time. I remember when you could do some pretty cool stuff there. However, that's a shame. That's a couple of these exiles that aren't going to work out the way I wanted them to. Let's go on a small rampage and follow it up with a bigger rampage. Roussillon has fallen to Liège, but that's okay. In fact, that's well within our plans. Actually, me losing that battle is not part of my plans. Now they're too exhausted to get on that boat, unless I get lucky at the turn of the month and they don't attack me. That's kaput for them. Meanwhile though, we just keep winning and winning, which is my favourite kind of winning. And I'm quite close to making peace with Castile there. How much do the knights want to still be in this war? I think it's a bit of an investment to sail off and tear down the knights' the Knights Island. However, It would probably pay off quite well. I see, I'm capped. Not a lot to spend it on though, unless I really want to tech. And that's an expensive tech. Well, we'll take it anyway. 15 is super important after all, and having a very cheap to maintain super fort on the border is quite nice too. I'll do the same with Tyrol when I can. Ah, man, that was a hell of a good province to be shipping off, but... And I don't have this one defended, which is grim news, and I didn't start getting you guys off that boat because you're still too... Oh, right. That's a problem. I doubt we're going to hold out long enough to get onto that boat. Yeah, there we go. For shame. Let's build some other units and hope that they work out then. Can't believe the Italians managed to get all the way over there. I have a feeling they're going to regret doing what they're doing right now. Let's just grab the victories while we can. I don't think anything's going to get in our way here. And I'm wondering which war Aragon is in. There they are. Be a free bit of victory to jump on them there. My boats are still here, not protecting the all-powerful strait. Shame on me. And I can't quite catch you, but I'm not super interested in Roussillon anyway. It's all going to Liège. That's Liège's war that they're doing all right in. Oh no, my colony is falling apart, Lisa. At least they're kind of stuck over an exile island, so it lives up to its name. Before we went on expedition, we'd heard tales of an explorer by the name of Hanno, who had found an island populated with savage people. Capture the males had failed, but 3 females were taken. Their ferocious nature forced the explorer to kill them. If you say so, but that sounds like some free money to me. 50 dip is quite nice, but money is lovely. And there's that dip trying to get away. Poor guy like me just can't catch a break. It's all crusade this and get rid of the Muslims that. All I wanted to do was have all this land. Shake new unit type, bit risky to do it here. Oh, it's cavalry, that doesn't matter so much. If they're taking the morale damage in a fight, you're making mistakes anyway. Almost there. That's just about France, Castile dealt with. And now the coalitions are really softening up. Look at Portugal, they don't have the spine to do it anymore. I'll increase relations with them just to make sure that they stay out of this. Algiers' truce is almost up. I'll be sure to body them because Timbuktu won't help them and that land is my land. Although I'm a long way away from getting some new friends. Trust me, I want some new friends. Like the British. How much longer are you planning on streaming for? Oh wow, this has gone on for longer than expected, hasn't it? Not too much longer then. I think we're coming towards the logical end of this. You guys are looking okay. Let's get over here and kill some Aragonese. Shame Shadow is busy. He'd really help with these battles. Now there'll be a weekly one-shot today, that's what the title says. It's only 6 PM, there's plenty of time for one-shotting. Corfu's down, lots of people are in pain, but that's good news for me. Actually get yourselves over to this province, which has the glorious shipyard. Help you repair yourselves. Ottomans no longer consider me a rival. Expertly done. That means their attitude will change soon. And we can get that royal marriage I've been wanting all this time. Finally. Finally. I don't know what good they'll be in this whole war situation, but they're pretty big. Roussillon's back in our control. I look forward to having it properly upgraded, so it won't fall quite so easily anymore. And let's pick you up and bring you over to Majorca. Ah, crivens, they are doing some critical damage over here. Unfortunately, not a lot I can do on that front. Right, how about we get 2 of you over here before this place rises up as well. Right, Aragonese, time to... ah, crumbs, they got away. Our army has seen better days. I don't think they've ever seen a better day in their life. Okay, let's kick out the knights so I can make a full and filthy peace with Castile. Oh, Shadow's done with his mission, but is there more for you to do? Like I said, I don't want to have anything left for you to do. No stones left unturned around here. When you look at exploring, what can you do here? Nothing really short of circumnavigation, which might actually be good for you if you don't get killed along the way. You know what? Give it a go, even though, yeah, your maneuver's alright. Do it. It's not often I'm first to the circumnavigation. Shame I can't get the Danes out of here. But they did drop me as a rival. Keeping them as a rival helps with the French, though. Oh, look who loves me. Look who really loves me. Despite them having too many diplo relations. Oof. Right. Bit of a situation here on Roussillon. I really don't want to lose Roussillon, so let's go and slap down the Papal States and Liège first. I don't lose a lot by not destroying the knights. Now you need to find some peace to sign that alliance. Yeah, I know. Don't I know it. Alright, well, at the very least we can do this, okay? Bang! That is a deconquista if ever I saw one. Mainland Iberia is ours, and I think it's high time that we proclaimed ourselves to be the Empire of Al-Andalus. Just as intended. Glorious music for it as well. Yeah, I feel pretty damn good about that, I'll have you know. Shame about the war exhaustion, let's take care of that a little bit. I'm not Defender of the Faith, so I'm not having much luck with that. And I want to get these cores done and dusted. Fantastic. Just fantastic. Now I just have a guerrillian coalition wars to deal with. 1567, not too shabby, says Tanku. I'd say it's not too shabby at all. They're all gone, right? The closest they can get to me is Grain Coast. Africa's a big place, so I feel good about that. I also think Futa Yalong could do with an upgrade. I don't like anybody getting to my gold. And the gold pretty much pays for it, so... goody. Just dump yourselves right there. Total development now is a cool 1060. That's enough to become an emperor, or an empire. Great Sultan Wild Goose saw this elevation for our country. There we go, gotta win these battles, and oh man, I sent troops on the way, but it wasn't enough. We had a bit of damage, thankfully not much, but that bit of damage is still a bit of damage I'd rather not have. This is the problem right here. Well, in the interest of getting these cultural enrichments done at something resembling a pace... Oh yeah, I need the conversions done before I can do that. But conversions are very expensive. Highly expensive. Well, we'll figure it out. Also, yeah, we made the peace, so I don't have to worry about our good friends in the Knights anymore. Siena. Simply occupying Siena would not be enough for these. Liège, perhaps, because the war's gone on for some time and I have a bit of war score. But it's probably better just to pull back a bit. How's your mission tree looking like? Almost done with it? Ignore these because I won't be going east. The Iberian dawn is soon upon us though. Galicia, yeah, as soon as I have the cores there, it's White Phoenix Rises time, and then it's the question of Crusader Kings. Now granted, I could take this land and give myself a little Scottish subject here, but also consider that I need to drop aggressive expansion by about 150 across the board here to stop everybody just coalitioning me forever. I think they'll just coalition me forever, but that's a survivable thing. You there. Is there a truce up yet? Just about. In fact, September next year, away it goes. Haha, Jolof. They're freed from under me, but they're still involved in the war. They're still my war ally. That's adorable. Don't like how Genoa's sailing out there with some transports. These occupations are a mockery of my my colonies. Just killing them all. That's pretty nice. Right, the Mains War, which brings in the bulk of the foes here, is almost up, and yeah, I could get that last 10 from battles and cinch it. However, Mainz, Alsace, Brandenburg, Cologne, not many of those that I can just clip off here unless they enter my lands. Where is Zamora? Ah, new lands claimed from these highlands, and I'm already coring it, and it's already in a state of mine. So let's have a nice balance out and get some manpower there. Whew. Question about achievements that I could still get. Quite a few, honestly. I don't think I'll be getting any of them. Oh well, I guess expelling minorities is certainly achievable during this run. What? Oh, ooh, right. I don't think they're gonna make it. They can try, but I really don't think they're gonna make it. Especially if that's their route. Capturing enemy flagships. Well, I purposely went for not capturing flagships and instead burning them all to the ground. Exile Island sends me gold, which is nice. I'll eventually get some gold out of them. And Castile go bankrupt once again. Poor sods. There we go. Nobody gets to take on our circumnavigation. Mainz can be pieced, I think. I would reckon so as well. However, I'd like to get more out of them, so I want that coalition war thing all the way up so I can get a healthy truce with all these people. Otherwise they just come back in 5 years. I'd rather have them come back in 10 years. Oh no. I mean, I didn't expect those guys to survive. Oh, there's Shadow. He's still circumnavigating, but he gets a chance to repair here at Andalusia, at St. Helena. Good on him. Also, I don't like the existence of the Venetians. Like many. How much aggressive expansion do you have with the Germans? 560 with the French, 150-ish with the Germans, 300 with the Italians. But we've drawn our border and we can defend it well, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh damn, these are getting minced in a most spectacular fashion. I have a feeling that the best thing I can do at this point is to shift over from native repression to coexistence, because the amount that they're rising up is hurting me too much. Because I can't defend them with all these Italians getting involved. Disgusting, I know, but it is what it is. There we go, Poland's almost completely out of any coalition. Splendid. I really think Shadow's going to do it. He's going to circumnavigate that whole globe. Oh man, our greatest general known to man, Meow, is dead. Only Elkhorn's reincarnation is around. Yeah, that's where we'll go. I want to invade and take Algiers while I can, in the interest of smooth borders, of course. Hey, and if the Austrians want to come and give me some free war score in the Sienese War, that's exactly where I need it. Then who am I to say no? Elkhorn's all well and good, but do we still drown in tradition? Yes, we do. I think we'll have ourselves another shot. Somebody else that used to run this country and did a great job, Kafkiri. How do they fare on the battlefield? Yeah. Feels like the higher the army tradition I get, the worse things get for me. There we go. All done up. It's all surely stated. Surely, because why wouldn't I? Let's get these guys fresh on that boat. I used to have a fort here that would help with this kind of thing. Now I do not. But it's all in the interest of gaining that war score, right? Truce with Algiers is up. They will not survive, and no one will help them. I haven't had such a war-hungry campaign in some time, have I? Cannoneer trait. By a good way, the most powerful. Well, it's all situational, but I'd say it's super powerful. Nice. Counted for war score in well, the war that mattered. And Kathkiri's got the siege as well, so this should be an easy peasy one to win. Oof. I quite like having government reform progress, but if it keeps my merchants happy, and happy merchants give me money, at least whenever they can, mill points are a bit unnecessary right now. No, we've come out very well from some fairly insurmountable odds. I'm quite certain that when we were being invaded by the French, people thought I was left for dead. Lazy lots of things. I know, but that's okay. The thing is, I'm not going to get many or any of these people out of a coalition with fancy words. I want the... oh, well, I'll grab that while I can. I'd still quite like Strong High around here, because they help defend around here. But maybe Strong High themselves are the ones that need to die. But no, this amount of aggressive expansion is just insurmountable around here. If it's over 100, then improving relations is only going to go so far. That said, it's not impossible to drop the Danes out of all of this. I already did Poland. You know what, let's get to work with the Danes. They're far away and the damage they do is pretty hefty. I knew you would have pulled through the French invasion. You had the mountain fort and the high ground. Yeah, but they took the mountain fort. And then they were taking my capital. It was grim, I would say. There we go. Finally, the whole area is mine. Ah, such fitting Iberian music playing right now. For my Iberia. Okay. Hello, Pope. Remember me? Now get the hell out of my land. They're never leaving my land. They're being dead and buried in Roussillon. Sucks to be them. Papal boy was part of whose war now? Liège's. Well, thanks to you. You just tipped that war score in my favor. How's Shadow getting on anyway? Is he still alive for one? He's trying it. He's really trying it. I need to protect him on that one. If he gets intercepted, I'll feel really bad. Shake, when will you play in the Dev MP? That's a difficult thing. I cast the Dev MPs, so if I play them, I can't cast them. Could, but there's no way I'm doing both. The Iberian Dawn is here. I think it's time the White Phoenix rises. Crunch. Morale of armies plus 10% for 20 years. Permanent claims on France. Pretty tempting to grab those, isn't it? But it doesn't really do much for me if I do so. I get regular claims on some other areas. We have some colonization stuff, but that's not going to happen. I think these are actually broken. They should have stuff behind them, so there's a random new world that got removed. There is a colonization path, but it doesn't work here. Since, well, there's no Americas. Would you want to play in the Dev Clash in the first place? It's quite a bit of fun. It's also quite a bit of work, but often the funnest things are. Dang, I wish I could just drop in and grab one more battle off of Mainz and Co. to get that. Well, thinking about it... No, none of those were guys that arrived in the New World. I don't even have professionalism, so forget that. I have a couple of free colonists, but it would be expensive to start more colonies. I know that much. I know that much. Good old Exile Island, probably exhausted from these wars, right? Yeah, 20 war exhaustion through the roof. No! My circumnavigation killed by Venice! He was so close! Ah, I'm sad now. Well, he managed to swim home, we'll give him that. Seriously, Jake, Venice will have to pay for this. I don't know what to even do with them. I can't, well, I won't be taking their land, even though I do need revenge. I'm pretty happy with my borders, to P. Fair, who says those are some lovely borders. I'm not really feeling the Indian music right now. Let's move away from that. I think people know better than to invade me at this point, but that doesn't stop them joining the coalition. We'll get our peace soon enough. The thing is about Siena. Siena, Aragon, Austria, Genoa, right. What can I do with that? I think the optimum thing to do is to attack and then attack some more. We can drop in and score some pretty brutal fights. Firstly though, I am going to drop in unannounced in Mallorca. because it's going to be like a fly trap for the Aragonese coming on in. What's going on with the League War? No such League War. I'm keeping Christianity pretty well united. What do I need admin for? I just cored the extra settler chance, and the colonist sounds pretty good though. And these areas are probably a bit easier to defend. How was the development around here again? It's all pretty good actually. In all directions here. I think we'll go for Yucabo next. The question is who we're going to send there. And I think the Talai guys have to go. Expensive. I'm spending a lot of dip on this. But they've got to go. So with this mine again, I can be on my way and start squishing others. I need to get something going in this Sienese-Andalusian war. Hang on, hang on. Austria, I can sue for peace with them. They weren't called in as a member of the coalition. Neither were Aragon. And if I can get Austria out of here, that really punches down their might. Yeah. Then I can just try and get some sweet battles, occupy Siena, and that's the end of those guys. Question is, where are they? Okay, Jolof finally accepted their peace. Hello, Aragon. Just stand right there. I don't care if it's mountains or what. I will have my victories. Also, the Lyonnais wish to rise up, but that's okay. We'll just kill them and carry on. Don't know where all my money went. Did I spend a lot of money recently? Maybe it was that fort. I think I'd be faster just to take this and board my boat than do anything else. But hang on, Aragon, I can I can separate peace. And what could I do with them? I can pretty much take over their country here. There's a nice centre of trade, and but yeah, the trouble with this stuff is it's very hard for me to defend this island, although I do kind of want it. I need to take Sardinia at least. But for now, I kind of need to chill out a bit, what with all the everything happening in my country. Including this. It has defensiveness, but those Swiss know about hilly forts. Don't they just know about those hilly forts? Well, let's blow the walls off this one for starters. Take it as fast as we can. What did I just see? It wasn't me being elected. At least I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Anyone catch what that was? Right, we'll get this, we'll kick out the Swiss. Again, I'm not too worried about them taking this, although I kind of am. If it cancels the fort, I can't remember if it does. Bohemia got re-elected, thank you. Mainz is on low. Finally, I can get Mainz out of here. Now, I want a nice lengthy peace deal with you, so I'm taking the money, I'm taking the other money. I am breaking you up with anyone that I can. Don't really care about Nassau, and none of this land interests me. Just anything I can to get a good peace deal. There we go. Nice, lengthy, 10 years of truce with all of you. Cheers and cheerio. But I still have Naples and the Swiss. Well, just gotta hope my forts hold. I've had so many coalition wars now, but France is busy fighting Bohemia and Poland. Works for me. Yeah, Truce with France is up. Ibiza are super unhappy, probably because I took all that land. Allowing France any freedom of movement is a bad idea. But they're too busy to join the coalition against me, I'm quite certain of that. Ibiza are not. Ibiza could join. However, is there anyone else that can even join? Yeah, Ferrara and co. quite soon. We'll see what comes of that. For now, I want to cheese off Aragon. Jake, the French will vassalize Ibiza. Allied, married, subsidizing. You're very right, I should just annex them. Make this the proper war that takes care of Ibiza and France. Man, I just need some breathing room here. Is that too much to ask for? Jake, your whack something fort is still on level 2, I think. The whack something? Do you mean this one? I have no intention of upgrading that fort right now. Cost money without much return. And yeah, I saw southern Morocco. Those Venetians really need to pay for killing Shadow. Naples no longer renting out. Well, we could run into that if I fancy taking on with just infantry, but I don't. There we go. If that's down, then that's good enough for me. I don't think we need to worry about Palermo. The whole point of this was to make some separate peace with Aragon. His money is nice. Do I want any of his land at this point, though? Or would I rather he just got rid of his cores on me? I mean, getting rid of his cores is no big deal, but it gives me a fairly nice truce with him. I'll take it. That's not fairly big, but it is still a truce with the guy. Unfortunately, I lose war score in the Siena War, but the Siena War is pretty worthless to me. Siena, Genoa, Venice. Okay, Venice is a bit of a pain, but I can run down there and hit him when he goes for one of my forts here. Man, who taught the AI how to carpet siege? Okay, if you can hold out in the next tick, then I can... There, you made it. I'll kill you. Venice are doing occupations there. I got a revolt somewhere. Didn't I? Oh no, it would have been my subject here. Thank you, Aragon, for dealing with those. I don't really care if they collapse. My colonial nations can handle themselves. They're strong, independent, and everything else. Sus. And worse than that, Tafilalt, took my gold mine. God, I hate the Venetians. Now, I was about to fight Ibiza, and I should. I should wipe them off the map, really. The French involvement is still a big concern, though. They bring a lot to the plate, not a lot that I can really deal with. You probably did through past campaigns and wising up the AI siege-wise through Paradox patches, suggests Azagal Twitch. That could well have happened. Right, I think Ibiza's going to go down, and I think the correct thing to do is to carve up France as well. Interestingly enough... Oh, they're at war with Poland and Denmark. I thought they were at war with Bohemia, but they're involved in the Bohemian War. Right. That would get Bohemia involved in this as well, which is a concern, but not an insurmountable one. It might be better to get them involved here rather than in some coalition, but it is a big war. Yeah, they don't have a truce with me anyway, so they would almost certainly join regardless. Yeah. But this is a good opportunity for me to body Ibiza and take plenty of land from France and create a create something here. 8, 10, 18, that's expensive land for sure, but if I grab these 3 areas, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, might be a bit much. But if I grab this and just made myself a subject who was on scootage, I think it would be a nice way to kind of create a demilitarized zone between me and these feisty Europeans. They'd march through it, sure, but who cares? It would be my demilitarized zone on my terms, which would be super awesome, but we've been going at this for hours and hours. I think it's high time that we moved away from Europa Universalis and instead moved over to our weekly one-shot. So I shall fire that up just now. It can be a seamless transition as well.